Hello and welcome to the newsroom. I am Mary Kanu. Nigerian youths are holding the second memorial of the EndSARS protest in the Lekki Tollgate area of Lagos State. Popular comedian Debo Adebayo, also known as Mr. Macaroni, and musician Folarin Falana, better known as Falz, are some of the leaders of the procession to commemorate the second-year anniversary of the EndSARS protest that rocked Lagos and other parts of Nigeria in October 2020. Meanwhile, officers of the Lagos State Police Command have stormed the Lekki Tollgate, firing tear gas to disperse the protesters. Protesters and civilians alike are currently fleeing the scene of the EndSARS memorial procession. At least 10 persons have died in a tanker explosion in the early hours of Thursday morning around the Shagamu axis of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The explosion occurred around 1 a.m. around Araromi town after corn oil filling station towards Shagamu interchange on the outward Lagos section of the expressway. The Federal Road Safety Corps Sector Commander in Ogun State, Ahmed Umar, revealed 2 fuel-laden tankers, 2 trucks and 1 bus were involved in the explosion, adding that while 12 persons were involved in the inferno, 10 persons were burnt to death while 2 occupants of the vehicles escaped. And the Lagos State government has announced a 1-month traffic diversion to carry out flood abatement works and rehabilitation of some sections of the Okikoto-Agumbiade intersection in Agege local government area of the state. According to a statement by the Commissioner for Transportation in the state, Frederick Oladende, the government said the section of the road will be temporarily closed to traffic from October 21st to November 21st, 2022. The government urged road users to obey traffic signs which have been mounted along the construction zone in order to minimize discomfort on road users and ensure smooth traffic flow during the rehabilitation period. And the World Health Organization has announced that it is too early to lift the highest level alert for the COVID-19 crisis, with the pandemic remaining a global health emergency despite recent progress. The WHO's Emergency Committee on COVID-19 met last week and concluded that the pandemic still constitutes a public health emergency of international concern, a status it declared back in January 2020. And in business, the federal government has ordered telecommunication companies to reverse their recent 10% hike in calls and data prices. This decision means that telcos like MTN Nigeria and Airtel, which had initially increased the prices of their data bundles by about 10%, will now need to revert to their old prices. According to a statement by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), the initial consideration for 10% approval for tariff adjustments was in line with the mandate of the Commission, adding that it was within the provisions of the existing price floor and price cap as determined for the industry. And Ibrahim Traore, the young army captain who led the latest coup in Burkina Faso, will be inaugurated as interim president on Friday, the Constitutional Council announced on Wednesday as it made a formal note of the resignation of Lieutenant Colonel Paul Henry Damiba. Co-leader Traore served as head of the junta since September 30, when he ousted Damiba. The 34-year-old will become Burkina Faso's new leader, according to the transition charter, which was adopted by the National Forum on October 14. And now in sports, Chelsea's 5-match winning run came to an end as they were held to a 0-0 draw by Brentford in Wednesday's West London derby. Graham Potter's side were unable to secure their 6th successive victory in all competitions, but extended their unbeaten run under the former Brighton boss to 7 matches. Chelsea consolidated their hold on the top 4 place in the Premier League and have now gone 5 games without conceding a goal. Well, that's all on the newsroom. Do join us at the top of the hour for more. Many thanks for watching.